Put it like that. Yeah. So I'm trying to do the video diaries again because I really enjoy filming things and editing them, and I also just I want to feel like I have an outlet that I enjoy to show my life and not feel the pressure of it, because I really like posting on Instagram. That sounds really shallow, like it sounds so stupid, but like I really love Instagram because I just really like taking photos and then I like sharing them and then looking back on it all, because I do that all the time, and that's always kind of how I've thought of social media since I was like really young, because my mum uses it in that way, and I really enjoy like the creative outlet of it, which sounds kind of silly because like that's not, like obviously like there's always elements of validation you do it for, because like then no one, like I wouldn't have any followers, do you know what I mean? Not that I have a following, but do you know what I mean? Like I would just do it for myself if there wasn't like a teeny bit of validation, which I think is why everyone has social media to an extent. Like I feel like we know that. And if you're like, no, not me, then you're like probably lying. Sorry. But but I really do, like for the most part it is about sharing things, because I just like putting images together. It kind of feels like a museum, and I've always really enjoyed like aesthetics and collages and stuff, so it kind of just feels like an online collage, if that makes any sense. But I wanted to have like an easier way without the pressure of people seeing it, because like my friends can see this, and like anyone who wants to view it, but like I'm kind of just making them because I really enjoy making them. And also I watch Session Moncrief a lot, and I really enjoy her videos because it makes me feel like comfort when I feel lonely, because it's nice hearing someone who thinks like me and expresses things like me, because I think that life can be really lonely sometimes, not obviously, but like especially with neurodiversity, and like mental health issues. It can get me really down, and sometimes when I watch her videos I just feel like I'm seeing something that feels a lot like me, and it feels familiar, even though it's like obviously I don't know her, but it's still, there is a sense of comfort in that, which is probably parasocial, but there's extents. I mean, I don't really think being parasocial is good in any respect, but like there is extents to it that is like okay, and then there's obviously extents to it that get unhealthy, and like I'm sure I've been on both sides of those. I also want to like write more, because I keep not writing because I just think it'll come out pretentious when I do, but that, like if everybody thought that way then nobody would like create anything. Do you know what I mean? Like if Mary Oliver was always like, oh my writing's fucking pretentious so I'm just not gonna write, then she would never write, and then we wouldn't have art at all. So there's really no point. And I just like get scared around like intention, because I try to like do everything with intention, because it feels important to me to live with intention, which sometimes I struggle when others don't, which is like not very great, because like, you know, there's no right way to go about your life, but like I've always lived with intention since I was like sentient as a child. And I just like get worried, like what if I'm doing it for like performative purposes, but then I don't really think I would have a passion for it at all, so that doesn't really make sense. I think like it's just something I'm overthinking, because I don't want to feel rejection of feeling like, oh, this isn't good enough. I have to make I want to make Christmas decorations for my friends and their families and family. So that's what I'm doing today. I have a peppermint tea. I'm trying to drink tea more. Anyways. Oh, also with the writing thing, like I feel like this could be a space where I share my writing and it will motivate me to write. Yeah. reading this on and off because it's essays, so I don't have to, and I really like reading essays and poetry because I don't have to read it all in like a whole go. So I just read her, oh, it's Upstream by Mary Oliver. I like reading essays because I don't have to read it all in one go, but I just read Upstream, and I just read, is it Staying Alive? They're really short, but Staying Alive especially I really loved. And then I'm trying to read Norwegian Wood, but like I'm kind of struggling to get into it, but I find that with any book at the start, I think it's like my attention, like, well, ADHD, I just find it hard to like actually sit down and read, and then the first part of the book is always like the slowest, like I'm just kind of like, oh, okay, and then I just put it down, or I switch books, and I'm trying not to do that. I'm trying not to just like switch books, because then I don't read anything. But I just finished Sally Rooney Conversations with Friends, which I just love Sally Rooney, and it was amazing, loved it. So yeah, I thought I could read Norwegian Wood, but then I'm struggling with it, but I just need to like push through. And then I also got Sally Rooney's new book, Intermezzo, and I'm really excited about this, like really excited. But I want to read Norwegian Wood, and then I want to read Still Life by Sarah Winman, because this is my summer read, and I'm super excited for it because Cassidy recommended it. Actually, she didn't recommend it, but she was talking about it, and I was like, need to read it. And I'm really excited, and I kind of just want to read it already, but like, do I wait for later in the summer? I don't know. I feel like I shouldn't. I feel like I should just read what I want to read. Anyways, but then I'll be leaving the book behind with Norwegian Wood. But like, maybe I should just, I mean, I'm only 19 pages in. Because I like don't really want to read about like heterosexual love right now. Like, it's just like not really where I'm at and what I want to read. Okay, I just need to put it to the side. Not worry. I'm just gonna try read this, actually, I've decided, guys. I also got Delta of Venus by Anaïs Nin. I think it's Anaïs. Anyways, I got that. And then the first page was like the first chapter was like really intense, because it's just basically, from what I've gathered, a bunch of like short stories. I am really happy about it, but the first chapter was intense. It was good, but it was like, it was heavy. I mean, like, not like it was good, it was like quite an upsetting read, actually. Anyways, and then I also got the Penguin Book of Scottish Verse, and it's like poems translated from Gaelic and Greek and Old English from Scotland, and it's really good, and I'm really happy about it. And I think this was secondhand, and this was no, and then the rest were no, actually, which usually I like to buy secondhand. Going to the movies with Sabine. Did my makeup. I got a new like moisturizer, tinted moisturizer. It makes me look quite glossy, which I like, but like it kind of looks like grease. I feel really pretty. So I'm really excited about it. We're gonna watch Gladiator. This is what I'm going with outfit wise. So funny.
What left?
A drink.
Yeah, Piglet's gone. I forgot about that.
You want to wait for your drink?
Henry, I didn't want to. I was going to take some photos and I didn't.
I think he is. Stop, Lily.
It's not gonna blow up because of you.
Hello, hello.
Hello. No one's ready for my vibrating toothbrush. Don't call it that, but it is. With no toothpaste either. Okay.
Say Happy New Year's Eve.
Happy New Year's Eve with 2025.
Well, we're in 2024. I don't get the whole saying.
Because it's like the eve of 2025. It's like you say Christmas Eve. You don't say
vlogging.
So you want my nuts?
ew.
Your big fat giant balls.
Don't talk about them like that.
Okay, say signing out now.
Signing out now, guys. See you later.
Video going off in 3, 2, 1.
Letting that happen.
No.
Okay, if you scoop it out with the spoon around the edges, it does work.
Yes.
It does.
Yes.
Jump shot! 2025.
My word of this year is connection, positive connection. Because meaning like new friends and keeping my heart open to letting people in, and also a big affirmation for me like going forward this year is to let myself be seen and heard, and allow myself to see and hear others. I'm really excited. I think that I'm struggling right now, but I think I know things are moving, and I like that feeling. I don't think I feel stagnant. I think I feel like plans are moving forward, and I'm figuring out what I'm wanting out of my life in this specific stage. It just feels like a big transitional period, but I think it doesn't mean it's not tough. And also, things have just been a bit whack, actually. But I think the past year was me cycling out. I don't like saying what served me, because I think that's like a really awful language to use about people, and I don't think that's how life works. But just like connections that I had outgrown, and just like certain dynamics that I had outgrown, and I learnt a lot about who I want to be around and who I am, and I definitely learnt a lot about friendships and relationships. I think that was the biggest bit. It was like a full cycling out. And I also learned a lot about relying on myself and taking care of myself. And I'm learning to hold myself.